We are thrilled to be here in Phoenix. A lot of people worked very hard to make this convention happen. Mayor Phil Gordon worked years ago with our president at the time, Sandy Froman, along with the Convention Center Bureau and the Chamber of Commerce to have this convention brought to Phoenix. And we are thrilled to be here. It all came together and it worked. We think we're going to have a great weekend. We view this as a celebration of American freedom. There are 90 million Americans who own firearms in this country. 30 to 40 million Americans participate in the shooting sports. 15 million people go hunting every year. We're in this exhibit hall. We're about to cut the ribbon in a minute. It's going to be acres of firearms and gear and accessories. And I hope everyone in the Phoenix area comes down and brings their family and has a day of fun, because that's what this is about. This is $1 billion industry, and the way we view this convention is a celebration of these values we have in the Bill of Rights in the United States that make the United States different and special from all other countries in the world. So we're happy to be here in Phoenix. We expect somewhere between 60 and 70,000 people before this is all over, and it's going to be a great time. So if anyone's out there in the Phoenix area, come on down to the convention center and bring the whole family. I guarantee you're going to have a great time celebrating this great American freedom. I'd like now to introduce the president of the National Rifle Association. He's a former police officer. He's also served the United States military in the submarine corps. He is an attorney now, and we're all proud to have him as our president, and I'm proud to introduce him, John Sigler.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and very, very briefly, I want to say thank you for the hospitality of the city of Phoenix and the state of Arizona has already extended. This is a great city, this is a great venue, and we're looking forward to having a really great celebration of freedom here in the great city of Phoenix. I want to introduce First Vice President Ron Schweitz, Second Vice President David Keenan, I think our Secretary Jim Land is here. Woody Rhodes was scheduled to be here, but I don't see our Executive Director of Operations, Chief Kane Robinson, past president. I know he was trying to get here, but unfortunately, the traffic isn't quite what we thought it was going to be. It's greater because we have a lot of people coming in. This is going to be a great celebration. So thank you very much for all your hospitality, and enjoy yourselves. Thank you. I have just been reminded that I have made a major phone call. My predecessor as the president of the National Rifle Association is a native of Arizona. In fact, not a native, but a resident of Arizona. Our past president, Sandy Froman. Sandy, where are you? She was never going to show you at home. Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce the man to all of you, and who's going to cut the ribbon and open the convention. A man, your mayor, who worked very, very hard to bring this convention to Phoenix, along with the $70 million that we hope it will put into the economy here. So, Mayor, come on up.
Thank you, but if you don't mind, let me ask my colleague also to step up. While not a former submarine, but a former police officer, so I don't know whether maybe we could get him to go on the submarine. Okay. Well, let me, first and foremost, I don't want to set the record too straight because, you know, we're going to cut probably a $1 ribbon. It's going to return this city and this state 70 million times for just in the next 2 days. This is double the economic impact that the NBA, recent NBA All-Star game had in the state. So that's how important this is economically, and also in terms of the education side, not only for our children and our residents and elected officials, but to the country. How important that Second Amendment is we have to protect that at the same time, protect our community. So, but let me set the record straight on a couple of things. Number one is a driveway. So, it's hot, but it's very dry. But as my grandmother used to say, so sticky your head in the oven. She was from Chicago. But we like it, and it's a great time of year. Number two is, let me just say that, you know, if it wasn't for the partnership that started a couple of years ago, in my case with the NRA, the benefits that this state valley have and now the nation have wouldn't be existing today. Let me take you back a few years. The former president of the government, and former Charlton Heston and former Governor Foss. But we had a horrible problem in this valley and state of irresponsible individuals, whomever they were, wherever they were from, discharging weapons in the city and unfortunately harming innocent human beings, children, including the death of my neighbor. And we know her as Shannon Smith, the Shannon's Law. It was the NRA, through Sandy and then the people that I met and the whole team that worked with the state in those days, and that was now over a decade ago, with Republicans and Democrats, myself, with police officers, with neighborhood activists, and we all said we needed to do two things. One is stop this senseless, irresponsible, and negligent act of violence that was occurring, preventative, through, again, a tougher law that was meaningful so that police and prosecutors would put bad people in jail. And two, though, laws don't solve any issue without education and enforcement. So every year, twice a year at least, we've kept that partnership up through the education side. And we've been fortunate in this valley and state that not one other person has been killed since that law went into effect. And also unarmed in the city of Phoenix. And people understand that to use rifles and pistols responsibly and not irresponsibly, and that criminals that use them irresponsibly will be in jail. So I want to thank the NRA with that first foundation. And as a result of that, we've been able to work together on issues as a city, whether it was from the educational side, of educating the children on gun safety, and I noticed one of those things I walked through, and Jake learning, and Jake is my son, he'll be here Sunday, learning air gun safety, since he has been asking me, 2 years, he's 9 years old, and I figured what better organization than teach him the safety issues since I know he's going to be doing it. He hasn't done it already, since I did it also. But lockers, passing laws that were they're designed to protect Second Amendment rights, at the same time to help police go after the bad guys. I could go on in terms of the partnerships that the NRA has worked with us on, but I won't. I invite, as Wayne said, everybody to come down. 60,000 delegates are going to be in Phoenix and downtown and throughout the state, plus all the residents coming here. Let me just put that in perspective. Tomorrow night, the NRA will have a dinner with 6,000 people here at the convention center. That is the largest single dinner event, lunch or breakfast in the history of the state. There hasn't been a meal event in the state with 6,000 people being served at the same time. That's how large, that's the economic impact that this organization is having. So I want to thank you very, very much.
They are good. Come on, we all put our hands up. All right. Okay.
All right.
We give that to them.
3, 2, 1. All right.
We haven't seen anything. By the way, our goal is to get them back very soon. So this is not just a one time. All right?
We lost faith.